Hi and welcome to Take Time to Create. Today we're going to do something a little different and I want to show you what I got. I have a haul here, which is a pretty great haul, but I also want to give you some advice, tips, tricks, hints, suggestions, whatever you want to call it, on how to go and find craft supplies at creative reuse centers or places like Goodwill or ARC or anywhere else where you can find craft supplies. First, let me give you a tour of my favorite creative reuse center, which is Who Gives a Scrap, and let me just show you that now. Back. Isn't that place great? Everything changes. It's always evolving, so I have to go quite a bit. But let me give you some of my advice when you get stuff from a creative reuse center. Now, I bought all of this except this piece of fabric I'm going to show you. I bought everything else on a Thursday and then I went back on a Saturday, and total I spent about $16. And let me show you what I got. The first thing is this beautiful piece of crushed velvet, and I'm going to make a pillow out of it for my cat because she's a princess and all princesses need crushed velvet pillow. But when you want to buy fabric from a creative reuse center, look for the size. So open it up and see if it's big enough for what you need, and this one is. Also look to see if there's any damage, spots, holes, whatever, if there's anything wrong with it, to make sure that you could use the whole piece. And this piece looks in pretty great condition. It's the size I needed, and so I picked it up and I thought, what a great bargain at, let me see here, at 50 cents. Not bad. So that is the first hint. Also, I bought some trim, and I don't know if I wanted to go red or gold, so I bought both. And I have another project. I'll use one for one and another for another project. That's the other piece of advice. Buy stuff that you need. If you know you have a project for it, then buy it. You can quickly become overrun with so much stuff, and there's no need for that. So just leave it, and it won't be there next time, but that's okay. There will be different stuff. So I got trim for the pillow, and just buy what you need. Speaking of what I needed, I found these little displays. There's a small, medium, and here it comes, and large. So I bought 2 of each of the 3 sizes, and they were $1 a piece, and I thought, what a great deal. Now, I need these for selling things on Etsy and for displaying things at craft fairs that I have coming up. So I actually definitely needed these, and they were a steal. And they also had one of the bracelet holders, and I thought, yes, I need that as well. This was such a great haul. I was pretty excited. I have one Hampton Art, is it gonna focus? One Hampton Art ink pad, and it's a white one. And another tip, trick, hint, advice, help, I don't know, is to test it out. Open it up, test the ink, if you can dab it on something, or if you can put your finger on it some way, but you don't want to buy ink that's no good. Same with paint. So open up the paint, make sure the paint is still good, and I don't have any acrylic paints here, but make sure that the paint is still good. I bought a calligraphy book, and for books, open them up. There's a little sheet, unused, completely unused, great condition. You want to see if it's been used, if pages have been torn out, or what condition it's in. So a book. I also found these Faber-Castell, and they are watercolors. Now, when you open it up, you can tell that the watercolors have been used. But they're watercolors. They will reactivate when I get them wet. It's another thing. I did test them. I did get them wet. They're just fine. They're a little messy around the edges. Ooh, falling. It's a little messy around the edges, but that's okay. It's watercolor. It's not a big deal. The pans, I don't know if you can see them, are pretty full. There's a lot of life left in these. And this is perfect when my niece comes over, or when I'm sharing paints, or when I want to try something new and I don't want to use my good paints. I can use these. Really great for that. I also have these Pinata Colors, and they are just alcohol-based inks, and they're pretty great, and it's a full set. And so what you want to do with these is make sure that they are not dried out, make sure they're not empty. So when you have something like this, double check it before you buy it. And most of these places are just fine with you checking because they don't always have time to go through things. They don't always know what's going on. There's a lot of traffic, so check it out. And they're usually really great about that. I also have three creative memories things. I have a little cutter. Would you believe I didn't have one of these? Who knew? Out of all the stuff I have, I didn't have one of these. So I was pretty excited to find this. Check the blade. So if you're going to spend money on it, make sure the blade works. And this blade is sharp and it works perfectly. I also bought brand new in the box mini punches. It's the circles. I don't know if you can see that. There's the 2 circles, and it's a 3/4 and 1 inch circle. Brand new in the box, but you want to open it. Double check that it's actually in the box. And yes, it's got the little plastic thing to catch the extra, I don't know, punches that you get. And then here's your punch. A lot of times the punches will be out of the box. They won't be brand new in the box, which is fine. Double check. Once again, check them. Make sure that they punch. Maybe grab a scrap piece of paper. Ask the cashier or the proprietor or somebody if you can test it out before you spend your hard-earned money on it. You want to make sure it works. Also, the third creative memories thing I got is this Journaltopia. And it's just to help you with your lines. Brand new in the box. Beautiful condition. You can see the little lines there. Can you see those? It's not going to focus very well. Well, maybe. There we go. Anyway, great condition. So once you want to check that these are all here, that they're in good condition, you can actually use this. You can find some really neat treasures at creative reuse centers. There's a lot of potential there. You just have to be willing to dig. The other thing I love to find are embroidery kits or cross-stitch kits or kits of this nature. And this is a calendar from 2006. It's a little old, but that's okay. It's brand new. It's still in the package. So this is a great way to get a kit at a very decent price. And this is cool because there's 12 different patterns, and so I can embroider 12 different things. I don't need the calendar, but I do like the patterns. Very pretty calendar and very pretty kit. And check these. If it's new in the package, you have a steal. If it's open, make sure everything is there that you need. Make sure that the yarn is there, or the thread is there, or the pattern is there. Make sure you've got those things if you need them, because it's hard to work with it if you don't have it. Put this down. All right. I also found some markers. These are Pentel markers. It's a full set. Look at that. They're gorgeous. So before you buy any markers, make sure that they work. So pull it out, try them. I didn't try all 36, but I tried a few. And I just took a little piece of paper, scribbled. They were in perfect condition. What a find. I was pretty excited about this. Fun to color, fun to do things with. I always like to have markers around. Speaking of markers, I bought this package of 10 watercolor markers, and I'm excited to try these as well. I like watercolors. I like watercolor markers. So this is a fun little set. Once again, test the markers before you buy them. And I think this is the last thing that I bought are these 2 wall accents. These are the chairs. Aren't they cute? Look at those. Oh, so cute. And it's still in the package. It's actually still sealed, and I see that it hasn't been opened, so I know this is a complete set. And same with this one. This is just Decorative Trim. Isn't that beautiful? Pretty excited for this. And I have areas that I'm already going to put them up in my house, and also I'm using them in projects. So stay tuned. You'll see these again. And this is also sealed as well. I still see the tape on it. So this was a pretty good bargain. I was excited to find this. And, oh, one more thing. The last thing I found is this little baggie of charms. It's, maybe you can see that. Anyway, a little baggie of charms, goodies, just for some projects that I have. So everything here that I bought, I have a project in mind. I know what I'm going to use it for. And everything here I've double checked, so I know that it works, and I know that it will be a good bargain, that I'm not just throwing money away. So that's my haul. I'm pretty excited. I think I did pretty good on my haul. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more of my hauls, whether it's to a regular craft store or if it's to Who Gives a Scrap or any other creative reuse centers. Let me know if you want to see more of these. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and you can follow my blog as well. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time.